everybody. Welcome to another edition of Inside the Vinyl. I'm your host, Tim Bianconi. If you would go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel below, that would be greatly appreciated. If you could also hit that notification bell so you can be notified anytime we put out new content, that would be appreciated also. So I'm going back to my Lost Classic series again, and I'm going to discuss a band that I've done a couple of videos on in the past, and I'm doing another video on the band Faster Pussycat. Now this is their debut record. So like I said, I've done two previous videos, and when I get done with this one, this will cover their first three records, but I did them completely out of order. I started with their second record, Wake Me When It's Over, then did a video on a reissue I received of their third record, Whipped, and now I'm coming back to do their debut record. So apparently I don't know how to count. But let's cut to the chase. This album was released on July 7th of 1987. It was released originally on the Elektra label. It was produced by a guy named Rick Browd, who, if I'm not mistaken, was also the producer on Poison's first record, Look What the Cat Dragged In. This album only got as high as number 97 on the charts, and unfortunately there are no gold or platinum certifications for this record. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So, this, if I'm not mistaken, no, I thought maybe this was like the Friday Music reissue, but it's not. It just says Elektra on it. But this was like one of those Rocktober reissues they did a few years ago. In fact, I think it says, yeah, it says 2016. So we'll go ahead and take a look. There's the front cover with this band looking in all their sleazy LA glory. And then if you look at the back of the album, there are individual pictures of the band as well as the track listings and everything else. I'm not really sure if there's much of an inner sleeve on this, but we'll take a look anyway. All right, and there's not. So that's unfortunate. And I've noticed that's why I thought this was a Friday Music release, because I know the version reissue I had of Skid Row's first record came out via Friday Music, and when I opened it up, it didn't have an inner sleeve or anything, at least not similar to the one that came out with the original album, and this is no different. So just a white inner sleeve, unfortunately. So that's a little unexciting. But if we look at the inside of the record, just pretty standard black vinyl with an Elektra sticker and everything in the middle. This is 180 gram vinyl because this is a reissue. But it is kind of unfortunate that there is no inner sleeve or anything else in here with any other liner notes or lyrics or anything like that. I actually just saw an original issue of this in a record store the other day and had all that stuff in it, but I didn't really want to pay the price that they were charging for that original release when I already have this one. So, that being said, generally speaking, the reviews on this album are good. This album is everything that you would love about the LA scene all wrapped into one. It's raw, it's sleazy, it's total Los Angeles rock at the time, in 86, 87, like pre-Guns N' Roses. So they're real glammy, but they're real raw, they're real sleazy, but there's a lot of blues and stuff in their music and everything too, believe it or not. And the songs on this album, they had their songwriting hadn't quite as developed as much as it would on their second and third records, but a lot of youthful fun on this record. Let's just put it that way. I'm not really sure how else to say that. So it starts out with "Don't Change That Song," awesome song. Still gets a lot of air run on Hair Nation on Sirius XM. Then it goes into "Bathroom Wall," which is probably the most famous song from this record. "Cat House," which is actually the name of a club that singer Tammy Down and Ricky Rackman from Headbangers Ball used to own and run. And then if you go to the other side, you've got "Bottle in Front of Me," you've got "Ship Rolls In," "Shooting You Down." I mean, just track after track, 10 great tracks. This is a great record. And actually, two of the songs from this album, "Cat House" and "Bathroom Wall," were featured in the Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, The Metal Years. So check that out. I think that's free on Tubi if you want to watch that. And Faster Pussycat's featured pretty prominently in that movie, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, like I said, there are no certifications for this album. They would have to wait until their second record to have a big hit in House of Pain, and their second record did go gold. Unfortunately, by the time the third record came out, it was largely ignored due to the fact that grunge had taken over the year before. So unfortunately, Faster Pussycat, another band that had a lot of potential, but just maybe it was timing, or I'm not really sure what it was. But they didn't take off and get as big as they should have. But they are very well respected in that 80s rock hair metal realm. And I saw them in concert last summer, and I know it's just Tammy Down, but he's got a lot of great musicians with him, and they sounded great. It was a great show. I was really impressed. And this is as good a debut from an LA rock band as anybody else's from that time. So Check out Faster Pussycat. Check out their self-titled record. That's all I've got for you this time. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we put out new content. I've got the rest of my Inside the Vinyl series, more Lost Classics, as well as some live albums we discussed, and even do some unboxing. And that could be new albums, that could be reissues, that could be box sets, it could be CDs even. It just depends on what's coming out. I've got some live footage out there from some different festivals and concerts. Check those out. And if you're into mediocre disc golf, or if you're into disc golf and you want to see some mediocre players, myself included, check out those videos as well. So like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace out. There you go, boy.